Hey everybody, welcome to Rock Up Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Redbeard. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I have a great show for you. Remember, you guys can always reach me at rockuppodcast@gmail.com. And this podcast is brought to you by Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing, 300 South State, Clearfield, Utah. Make an appointment to go there, get tattooed, pierced, or even a facial. At work tonight, I'll start with this funny little story. At work tonight, I get these sneeze attacks, right? Where my work is, it's just surrounded by weeds and dirt, and there's a cement factory across the street. And it is just, when the wind blows, it really blows, and dust is all up in your shit. Well, I get these sneeze attacks, and tonight I had a fucking sneeze attack, and it lasted for a while. So every couple of seconds, another sneeze, big sneeze. And so much so that it actually hurt my throat. My throat was actually burning from it. And I'm still kind of dealing with a little bit of the allergies because it's been very windy, very dusty here. So please forgive me for having to do the fucking sniffle thing. I hate doing that very much on podcasts, but sometimes a motherfucker has to sniffle. But sneezes, yo, they fuck me up. But as of right now, it is officially Saturday, September 4th, 2021. And you guys know our before show ritual, right? You got a little something in front of you, a shot glass, just a glass, a joint, maybe some of that scissor. But here we go. This is for the lost. This is also going out to Ruben Elizondo, drummer from Imprecation and several other bands, but he passed away this last week, so this is for him, for Ruben. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little bit. So, as I said, Ruben Elizondo, legendary Houston drummer from the bands Morbus, Dark Reign, Adumas, and last but not least, Imprecation. Passed away this last week due to complications with COVID, apparently. The YouTube show Jamming Out All Badass, hosted by Francisco, they did a really fun tribute to Ruben. I believe it was Tuesday night. And then also 90.1 KPFT Houston also did a tribute to him the other night. I didn't get a chance to hear that one, but I got to hear the Jamming Out All Badass one. And that was really good. And they told some stories, and they just played some music, and, just talked about their friend that passed away. Now, I didn't know Ruben. I live in Utah. I'm somewhat new to the band Imprecation. I've only really been introduced to them, I think it was a couple years ago. But I enjoy them very much. They're probably one of my favorite bands. And like last episode, I played Wolf Skull, and Wolf Skull I absolutely love, and it's some of the same members. And I learned from Wolf Skull through Imprecation, but I'm not really sure where I was introduced to the band. I think it was just one of those, when you put something on Pandora and their band popped up, and whenever it's a song I'm hearing and I've never heard before and I really enjoy it, I'll look down on my phone, see who the fuck this is, and that's how I was introduced to Imprecation, and I started listening to them more and more, and just really digging it. Very slow, sometimes very fast at times. Good fucking Texas death metal, just fantastic stuff. And Ruben was their drummer, and he was in a few other bands, Morbus and Adumas, who I had never heard of before, and until this week. But also Dark Rain, and Dark Rain I had heard of, and it was probably through the frontman of Imprecation talking about how he came to join Dark Rain and how much he loved that band and before he joined them. So Ruben was also a member of that band, Dark Rain, and that's just a great fucking old school thrash metal, pissed off stuff. So as I was saying, I didn't know the man, but I know that he played drums on music I really enjoyed. He was part of a heavy metal scene that just adored him. His friends had nothing. No one had a bad word to say about him. He didn't have a bad word to say about anyone, and he had kids. And what I knew of him was that he played drums really well, and that's all I really needed to know. You know what I mean? And it's sad that he has passed away. I am hoping that him and Wes Weaver are jamming together somewhere out in the dark abyss. But yeah, man. So his music had an impact on my life. Music is a very personal thing, isn't it? It has an impact on you if you enjoy it. Personally, it has an impact on you. So, I didn't know the man, but I'm going to pay tribute to him. And, my heart, thoughts, and all that good stuff that goes out to his kids and his family and his, bandmates and stuff and everyone that's feeling a loss in their life because he's gone, And, there's been a few deaths recently of people that here in Utah that I knew or I knew of, similar circle of friends, and Christ, even David Allen Coe is in the hospital right now, and he's not looking too good. So it's dark times, but I think we're all gonna get through it together, and you just gotta take care of your health, guys. That's all I gotta say. Take care of your health right now. Take your vitamin D, C, and some zinc, and take them every day, regular basis. Get some exercise, and start taking care of yourself. Just do that, okay? So that's all I gotta say about that. But it's too bad that he's passed away, and there is a GoFundMe for him and his family. I posted the link on the Facebook. I'll make sure I post the link, on my Instagram as well. But yeah, go check that GoFundMe out, and we are going to play the song by Imprecation, fucking band that I absolutely just think is fantastic. This is Dagger, Thurible, Altar of Death. That was Imprecation, Dagger Thurible, Altar of Death. Fantastic. That was Ruben Elizondo, the late great Ruben Elizondo, playing drums on that track. Alright, so enough of the sad stuff. If you guys are familiar with Steelfest, then you kind of know what's going on with all that bullshit. So, Steelfest is a heavy metal festival. Takes place in Finland, the land of my ancestors. And because of some of the bands that were booked for Steelfest, the cancel culture, commie, crybaby, wokesters are crying foul because they don't like some of the bands. Mind you, this is a festival in Finland taking place over 4 days, and they don't like some of the bands playing. So I'll just call a spade a spade. The bands that they're pissed that are playing are Graveland, Horna, possibly Destroyer 666 from Australia. Now, look, I get people getting all worked up and excited and angry and stuff over, white supremacy or Nazism or, whatever the fuck it is, okay? I can understand it to a point. I can understand your position. And mind you, this might piss some of my listeners off, but I think that, people like Antifa, they have a right to exist. They, have an organization being pissed off about whatever you want. No skin off my ass. The problem therein lies that they pull this snitch bullshit and go to promoters or sponsors or whatever and say, I don't like what these guys are doing, so I'm not going to support you and you shouldn't support them because I don't like it. Right? Look, man, if you don't like a product that's being put out, don't support it. Okay? Don't fucking call people and try to get things shut down and pull this snitch shit. Because it's snitch shit. It's fucking rat shit, dude. You're a fucking rat when you do that shit. Okay? And the rat is the lowest life form on Earth, right? So, like, I get people being pissed off about whatever they want. Be pissed off, fine. Have an organization about being pissed off. But don't try to get shit shut down. Art, especially when it comes to extreme heavy metal music, is supposed to be dangerous. It's not supposed to be safe and for everyone. Okay? It's not. It's not for everybody. Okay? Just like bachata is not for fucking everybody. It's for people that fucking enjoy bachata. So, yeah, man. If you don't like the way a place bakes its pizza, you just stop fucking going there, right? I don't like Pizza Hut, so I don't buy fucking Pizza Hut. It's the whole snitch shit that pisses me off, where they try to get things shut down, try to, take money from, livelihood, hurt people's livelihood who are trying to play music as an art or a career or put on a festival. And I've put on festivals, and you know what? They're fucking pain in the ass. And thank the gods that, the guys at Steelfest did not buckle. They did not buckle. They did not bend the knee. They did not tuck tail and run. Now, not all of us can say that, can we? Samael, Sodom, looking at you guys. Because of this controversy, this bullshit, this hoopla, 2 bands dropped off of this Steelfest 10th anniversary. Samael, who I've never really listened to. But the one that was particularly upsetting and irritating to me because I like them was Sodom from Germany. They gave this bullshit post speech, whatever, what have you, about, not sharing the stage with, I don't know, controversial acts, I guess they called it. Dude, you're fucking Sodom. You play extreme heavy metal. Be dangerous. Dare to be dangerous. Dare to be ballsy and not tuck your fucking tail between your legs like a beaten dog and run. Tell anyone who opposes you to go fuck themselves, and you'll share the stage with whoever you goddamn well like. No one's ever told me in a way that would make me buckle or tuck tail and run. Any of the times I was booking bands, and I had the preference to mix it up a bit. Throw in a death metal band in with this hardcore band and just see what happens. You know what I mean? People have bitched about it. You know what my response to those people bitching about it was every single time? Don't come. If you are so pretentious that you can't come to this thing and enjoy some music without you getting all worked up about your political stance or your I got a beef with this guy or whatever, don't fucking come. If you're that pretentious, don't fucking come. But don't ruin it for everybody else. Don't be a fucking bitch and run away. And, you know, the social medias were blowing up today, and, you know, there was a lot of, all the bootlickers and, Nazis, and you're at a table and there's one Nazi there and there's 10 people at the table, there's 11 Nazis there. No, not really. Not really. Sometimes people with different opinions, different belief systems get together and work out their differences, or just enjoy each other's company without having to, discuss all their differences. Oh, man. Two of my closest friends are members of the Church of Satan. Me, I'm a Norse pagan. Okay? My wife, she's a Catholic. Somehow, we find balance with all of this. Do you know how I find balance with all of that? It's simple. I don't know everything. I don't. I know enough that I know that I don't have definite answers for anything. I don't know. So it's pointless to bitch about hardline stances for me because I don't know everything. I just don't. I know what I hold to be sacred and true, and I'm going to respect what others hold sacred and true if I care about them. If I don't care about them and they put out a product and I don't like them or their product, I don't buy the product and I don't support them. There's a bunch of bands here in Utah that I don't support. Why? Because their message I disagree with. Do I call promoters or venues or whatever to get them shut down? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is some snitch shit. They have a right to exist. I have a right to exist. I just don't support them. I don't give them my dollar. And we live in a capitalist country. So the biggest way to affect something is just don't donate your dollar to it. Don't support it. It's annoying because this position that I maintain and have maintained, a lot of people cannot get around themselves to accept it. They want you to be on a side. They want you to pick a side. They want you to throw your fucking hat in the ring with one or the other sides. And it's always their side. Come on, join us. Don't we make more sense than these other guys? No, I think you guys are both fucking idiots. So I'm not going to support either one of you. If a person doesn't like what I have to say on my podcast, don't listen to my fucking podcast. I don't care. I do this podcast as a decompression for me and for the people that enjoy it. Not everyone has to listen. It's fine. Think it'll stop me? It won't. I am not going to snitch you out to a vendor or a venue or whatever because I don't like your message. I might bitch about your message if I find it disagreeable enough because I'm a goddamn American and I have the right to voice an opinion. But it doesn't mean you don't have the right to exist. Of course not. But yeah, it was very disappointing to see that Sodom fucking buckled. They buckled under the pressure, just like Tuck did. Who the fuck else? Watain? I don't know. Behemoth. They all just buckled under this pressure. It's ridiculous. And on the flip side of that, another argument could be made that struggle strengthens a person or an artist or a group of artists' resolve. Because when you look at cults, the one thing every cult really, really needs is an enemy, oppressor, a persecutor. So they could point their finger and say, look, we're being persecuted. These people are after us. We got to stand firm and stand together in our cult because we know the truth and they don't. You are adding fuel to that fire. You are motivating them to be more extreme. You are. I didn't know who Richard Spencer was until some Antifa guy punched him in Portland. I had no idea who he was. I think he's a closet homosexual myself. Which is neither here or there. But I know he wouldn't like me saying that about him, so I'm saying it just to piss him off. But you made they made him famous by doing that. You're adding fuel, you're giving credence to these people who you view as quote unquote Nazis or whatever. You're motivating them. You're doing yourself a great disservice. I know you want to convince yourself that you should never allow Nazi or Nazis to congregate, whatever. But first of all, they're not actual Nazis. And second of all, by oppressing them, you are uniting and making those with them more extreme. That being said, here is Caveman Cult with Supremacy of the Savage Hordes. goddamn Caveman Cult hitting you with fucking 9 inches of fucking hard ass dick upside your head. I sound like a retard. Hang on. You remember how at the beginning of the show I was talking to you about one of those sneeze attacks? Well, I just had another one. That's why I had to pause it. Not that you would have noticed, because it should seem just goddamn seamless by now. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, because I'm hitting you motherfuckers up with 2 episodes of the fucking Rocket Podcast. Tomorrow, I have a friend on. I won't be doing this on my own. Tomorrow, Derek Rhodes is going to be on here talking about his festival, the first ever Salt Lake City Black Metal Festival. Das Fest des Schwarzen Horde 1. The Fest of the Black Horde 1. That's what that said. But, yeah, man, Derek will be here. Sit down, we'll have a couple of beers, and we will talk about his festival that I'm very excited about. And that is taking place September 25th at Ace's High Saloon, my favorite watering hole. Well, guys, I think I am going to go ahead and wrap it up right there. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember to support Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing. And guys, remember, Ruben Elizondo does have a GoFundMe put together by his daughter. And, oh man, just reading it is just heartbreaking. Just fucking heartbreaking. So, if you guys are able to, I'm going to post a link to the GoFundMe to help him and his family. You know, those goddamn medical costs are up fucking insane. And, you know, I know from personal experience, funerals are a pricey son of a bitch. So if you guys are able to, do your good deed of the day and donate whatever you can to that GoFundMe to help him and his family. And the link will be posted on the Facebook and whatever. So, yeah, man. Tune in tomorrow. I'll be here with Derek Rhodes. And it's been a week. It's been a goddamn week, hasn't it? Oh, man. But we're still here, I guess. We're still here. Alright, I'm going to close it out right now with a band that has never let me down and a man that has never let me down. This is the great, the wonderful Wargrinder. Every land, a grave. Thank you, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.